Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Whoa. What did you think of that? Good power, good ruach?
Yes.
Do you think they could be louder, though?
Yeah, they probably could.
Yeah, so the spirit, the ruach that has been in our community tonight so far as we joined together for Oneg before services has been amazing. So I think we can bring even more. When we wish each other a Shabbat Shalom, we are just wishing each other a day of peace. But I know what's going to help you bring even more power. I'm going to pass that Shabbat Shalom power over to David, right? And you're going to wish your friends and your family, our community, a Shabbat Shalom, and I bet you they'll be even louder.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Nicely done. Does it feel good to have the power? Yeah. Even better than crossing the finish line in a cross-country race?
Yeah.
Oh, he was like, no. That you have to work a little bit harder for, which is not true because you've been working for 6 months to get to this moment, maybe even longer. It is so great that we are able to be together to celebrate Shabbat and to be with David and his family as he celebrates becoming a bar mitzvah this weekend. Let us begin in song.
So you guys you might recognize this melody, but there's a little twist at the end of it, so just bear with me, okay? Because the vibe is going to be the same. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. We come together. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
It is so great that we are able to be together and celebrating Shabbat. Let us bring all of the things that are causing each one of us joy together as I invite anyone who wants to share something bringing them joy this evening. Anybody have anything bringing them joy? Or sister of the bar mitzvah here?
Seeing him do this.
Seeing David do this. Awesome. Susanna's been a very, very supportive sister, sometimes sitting right outside my office week after week.
In a few days, it's MLK Day. Martin Luther King, and school's out.
There it
Leave
is.
it to the rabbi's child over here to be excited that school is out.
I get to see my friends and I don't have any more homework.
Ooh, friends and, of course, no homework. Grown-ups, you're allowed to bring joyful moments as well.
In a month, it's Avi's bar mitzvah.
In a month, it's Avi's bar mitzvah. Well, there's been a lot of joy, a lot of bar and bat mitzvah life cycle moments in our congregation this year. You guys are making me go back and forth. I'm getting all my Shabbos steps in.
Sports?
Sports are bringing us joy. Wonderful. Am I allowed to say with this group that I'm an alum of Indiana University? Sorry.
In the middle of this coming week, many of us will get to hear a klezmer band.
Yes.
And tonight, Josh Silverberg from Canada is back with us.
I was going to say it's bringing me joy seeing David do this when I watched his dad do this, I guess about 30 years ago.
And I've heard, Paul, that it was not the same Torah portion, but the same weekend in January. So we're like anniversary here. Other things, the front row, I feel like there's some joy that we should share.
All of our friends and family getting together for David's bar mitzvah.
Wonderful. David, is there anything bringing you joy on this moment? I didn't tell him I was going to ask him. God, you have your own microphone, man.
A lot of stuff. I mean, all the people that are here, it really brings me joy.
Oh,
You know?
nice.
A lot of supportive people here.
Nice. It is so great to bring all of this simcha, all of this joy together. As we celebrate Shabbat, everything you need will be on our screens. If you'd like to follow along in a prayer book, though, David and myself will be calling out page numbers from the prayer books. If you are seated in a chair with arms, you can find your prayer book on the shelf right underneath your seat if you would like one. If you are seated in a chair without arms, we can help you get a prayer book from the shelves in the hall. Throughout our service, there will be moments to sing together, moments to clap, moments to read and pray together. Let us enter these moments of Shabbat with joy that we have shared with each other on our minds. We're going to welcome Shabbat with our Shabbat candle lighting. And in order to light our Shabbat candles, it is my honor to invite up Susan and Stacy and Susanna to our ritual table to lead us. And we are in our prayer books on page 120 and 121. And there's a microphone. It is on.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehalik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat shalom. Thank you all so much. Let us continue reading together page 124. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, faiths to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Let us welcome the presence of Shabbat with the words of Lacha Dodi, page 138 and 139, When we get to the final stanza that we will sing together, I will invite you to rise at that moment, to face the door so we can metaphorically greet Shabbat. Let us sing together.
לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. שמר וסחור ודיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, השם הוא תפארת בלי תהילה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. לקראת שבת תבוא בנדך, כי יבוא הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה למשמעת תהילה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורף ומאורי. אורי, אורי, שדברי, כבוד אדוני עלי ויגע. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. בואי בשלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובשורה. תוך אמוני ים סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה. לחכותי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת אקבלה.
We just greeted Shabbat. Now let us take a moment to greet one another. Shake someone's hand. Wish someone around you a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Are you not a handshaker?
I was hand showing.
It's okay. You're doing great. You need water? Okay. Absolutely. You good?
Nothing too bad yet.
Nothing too bad yet.
We're already like a fourth of the way done.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be what?
Once you have a moment to greet a few people, I invite you to make your way back to your seats. Let us continue this theme of welcoming as we welcome the ministering angels of Shabbat, page 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon. Vihi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kulchem LaShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Everything we've done in our service up to this point have been moments of welcoming each other, welcoming Shabbat. Now we enter that transitional moment where each one of us tries to, whether it is take a deep breath, whether it is close our eyes, whether it is circle our shoulders, whatever it is, we try to do the thing we need to do to know that we can enter these next moments of prayer with peace in our hearts. Enter these next moments of prayer not worrying about our to-do lists that we haven't finished or the things yet to come, but just being together in community. Let us enter this transitional moment, page 144.
Yitkadal v'kadash merabah Melmadi v'rach yirtei v'mech malchutei B'chai yichud v'yom echad Uv'chai dechot b'et Yisrael Bagala, bagala Uv'izman kariv V'yimaru amen Yehish merabah mefarach Le'alam ulam me'hamaya Yitzbarach Yitzbarach v'yishtabach V'yitzbar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh V'yitadal v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmed kudsha b'rechu La'gela min kol bechata v'shirata Tush bechata v'nechemata Damiram Rama V'yimeru Amen.
We continue on page 146. Please rise.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam ba'ed, le'olam ba'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
Please be seated. We read together on page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Sivaot is your name. Ever-living God,
May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
We read together on page 151. Wisdom and wonder,
Passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
please rise.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
You may be seated. We continue chanting together page 154.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'chayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha Vishinantam levanecha, vidibarta baham, vishivtecha bevetecha, uvelechtecha vaderech, ushochbecha uvakumecha, ukshartam leot ayatecha, vechayuletotafot beinenecha, uktavta Amezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru, vasitem et kol mitzvotai, v'yatem kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, Lihiyot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet.
We read responsively on page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, in a world far from wholeness and peace, give us courage to say, Adonai. There is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in the dark ages, your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Nor
161.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Ashkifeinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashkifeinu, Lishalom. V'ha'amitenu, shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha. Ashkifeinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Ashkifeinu, Lishalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Throughout the week, many of us rush from activity to activity, thinking about what the next thing is that we must do. Shabbat, though, is our reminder that we sometimes need to hit that pause button. We need moments to reflect. We need moments to celebrate with family. We need moments just to be. Be and not worry about the things going on in the world around us, about the things happening in our own homes or at work, but just be and be present in prayer and family and community. We are told in our text that it is our job to make sure that this reminder continues from generation to generation. So week after week, month after month, generation after generation, we come together and we celebrate. Let us sing with joy the words that remind us how important it is to celebrate Shabbat as we sing page 162.
Shamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ונפש, שבת Shabbat vayhi nafash Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lazat et ha-Shabbat L'Torotam b'rit olam Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lazat et ha-Shabbat L'Torotam b'rit olam.
We continue with our Amidah beginning on page 164. Please rise.
Sfatai tiftach Ananana ufi agid tehilatecha Ananana Adonai Ananana sfatai tiftach Ananana Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Norah El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chasevot v'Imahot U'mevei Geula Livnei Bneihem Le'man Shemo v'Ahava Melech Hoseh u'Moshiach u'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh Kol Atarav Le'Oshia Mashiv HaRuach U'Morit HaGashem Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Tomech Novir Verofech Hodim U'Matir Asarim U'Mekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Heverot Midomelach Melech Benit U'Machayeh U'Matzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kdoshim b'chol yom Elohucha selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. We continue together on page 173, reading together. May these hours of rest and renewal
Open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu Be'amcha Yisrael. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu Be'amcha Yisrael. Utfilatam ve'afate kabel utehile ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael Amecha Ritzei Baruch atah Adonai she'otecha levadecha li'ranavod.
We read together on page 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond worlds, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulacha ne'et lehodot. We continue singing together as we offer prayers of peace on page 178.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech Adon lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Le'olam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. V'chodei tzurachosha ishlamecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Nasim Le'olam.
continue with a moment of silent prayer.
At this moment in our service, we pause to think of all of those in need of healing, healing of body, healing of spirit, and healing of mind. The names you see on the screen are names of people, friends, and loved ones of people in our community in need of healing. On this Shabbat, we also especially think of the Jewish community of Jackson, Mississippi, as they begin to rebuild after the attack on their synagogue. I invite you, if you'd like to share one of the names you see on the screen or another name of someone you are thinking of in need of healing aloud, to do so as one community at this time. Page 371, we join together for all in need of healing.
Mi sheberach avotenu bekor habracha ve'imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha avotenu. Bless those in need renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Most of us in the world that we live in are planners. We plan our careers, our families, our finances, even our spiritual growth. We make lists, set goals, and imagine how things are supposed to unfold. And then life happens. A door closes, a conversation goes badly, a dream takes longer than expected or perhaps changes entirely. Things don't go as planned. Sometimes small things don't go as planned, and they try to throw us off. Recently, I learned how easy it is to get frustrated when something small doesn't go as planned. I just leased a new car. On my first full day driving the car, the weather was warm, and I tried to turn the air conditioning on. Sadly, my brand new car was not working. The AC would not blow any cold air. So I brought it back to the dealership, and the service department needed to wait for a new part to fix my brand new car. When I returned a week later to pick up my new car, now fixed, somehow they misplaced the keys. So what should have been a 10-minute errand turned into about an hour of waiting. My planned day had quickly been turned upside down. Sometimes big things don't go as planned, and they too throw us off. This past Saturday, things definitely did not go as planned for Beth Israel congregation in Jackson, Mississippi. When the first person arrived to attend Shabbat morning services, instead of being greeted like usual, he was welcomed by a burnt building because they had once again been the target of an anti-Semitic attack. All of their plans were halted. This week's Torah portion, which David will chant for us tomorrow morning, reminds us that even divine plans don't always go as they are supposed to. At the beginning of this section, God reassures Moses with powerful words. I am the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I will take you out from under the burdens of Egypt. This is the moment when Moses thought redemption was coming. He thought freedom was guaranteed. But we all know that's not exactly what happened. Moses goes to Pharaoh, delivers God's message, and instead of liberation, the Israelites suffer more. Pharaoh increases their workload, and the people turn on their leader, Moses. This is possibly one of the most honest moments in the Torah. Moses turns back to God and says, "Why have you done this to my people? Why did you even send me? Ever since I came to Pharaoh, things have only gotten worse." This is not the voice of doubt, it is the voice of disappointment. Moses was disappointed that things were not going as planned. This reminder that even divine redemption does not unfold in a straight line, for me, is very comforting. Growth is messy. Change often begins with resistance. The Torah gives us a realistic story. Progress can look like a setback, and God's presence can be hidden in moments of frustration. We often assume that if we are doing the right thing, it should feel right. If we follow God's path, obstacles shouldn't appear. But this week's Torah portion reminds us that resistance does not mean we are on the wrong path. Sometimes it means we are exactly where we are meant to be. For the Israelites, redemption was not just about leaving Egypt. It was about learning how to trust in uncertainty. For Moses, leadership was not about perfect execution. It was about returning to God even when the mission felt impossible. The Israelites pushed through and eventually found themselves crossing to freedom. After what happened in Jackson, many Jews went to cower in fear. But we must instead join in solidarity with the Jackson Jewish community, help them rebuild, continue to show our pride in being Jewish, and show those who hate us that we will be here for generations to come. And maybe we too will eventually feel as if our modern day redemption has come. Things don't always go as planned. Careers change, relationships evolve, dreams are rewritten. But if it worked for Moses and our ancestors with God's help, in the end, we have to live in a world where we can believe one day it will work for us as well. May we learn to keep showing up, to keep speaking, and to keep trusting, especially when things don't go as planned. And may we remember that redemption often begins not when everything gets easier, but when we refuse to give up hope. Shabbat Shalom. I invite us to return now back to our prayer books as we enter our concluding prayers. I am going to invite David to go up to the ark with all of the kids in the room. So if anybody in the room, any kid in the room wants to come join David up here on the bima to help open our ark, I'm going to invite you to do so at this moment. As they make their way up here, we are on page 586. And I invite the congregation to please rise. You can open the ark now. Watch out. You want to go see on David? Nicely done, friends. There you go.
Good job, guys. Aleinu leshabech la'adon hakol, la'tekeru la'leotzev reshit, shelo asanu kegui haratzot, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יחרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת אוצו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בהשבות אל אביך. כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, והארץ מתחת אין עוד, אין עוד.
We join together page 591. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, And may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Watch your fingers, but you may please close our art. Do you want to help? You want to push? And as you make your way back to your seats, if it is okay with the grown-ups you are here with, you may take a piece of candy out of the candy dish that is up here on your way back to your seats. And I invite the congregation to please be seated. As our prayers draw to a close this Shabbat evening, we turn our thoughts to our loved ones who are no more. This Shabbat, as a community, we think of two taken from us in the past 30 days, Gerard Doyce and Dan Casson. We also think of those who passed away during this past year, Mary Mulinex, Harvey Schwartzberg, Sandy Burtman, Joel Schechter, Millie Fine, Howard Rady, Arthur Wang, Judy Roheim, Zahava Gage, Steve Ginsberg, Lola Shahadi, Patricia Ragusa, Mary Adams, David Orlansky, Bruce Gellens, Larry Gottsiegen, Betty Faye Lipsy, Janet Gerwich, Derek Brownleader, Ruby Smolinski, Thomas Kleinpeter, and Samuel Brooks. To their names, we add the names of those who died at this season in years past and whose family members are observing Yortzeit anniversary of death on this Shabbat. Abe Levine, Corinne Strauss-Kaufman, Dora Miller, Doris Levy-Weil, Meyer Epstein, Ethel Landau Jacobs, Herbert Barton, Herbert Jenkins, Joseph W. Samuels, Josh Yellen, Karoli Azel, Louis Liss, Ralph Marks, Robert Beck, Ronald St. Pierre, Rose Katz Pushker, Vera Munt Miller, William Hutt, and William Mole. And on this Shabbat, as we celebrate with David and his family, we also remember the following people from his family: Eileen Dampf, Ernest Dampf, Leslie Marcus, Richard Marcus, Jean Dorman, Ann Rubble, and Jimmy Rubble. If there are others you are remembering on this Shabbat, if you'd like to share a name aloud, I invite you to do so. For all of those that we are remembering, we turn to the words of Mourner's Kaddish, page 598, and I invite you to rise if it is your custom. Yit gadol v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirotev yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon uvyom echon u'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yahei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya, yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha barichu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yahei shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May all their memories be for a blessing, as together we say,
Amen.
You may be seated as I invite up Andy Blumberg, representing our board, to share some announcements. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, and thank you for joining us in our celebration tonight. Tomorrow morning, join us at 10:30 as David is called to the Torah as Bar Mitzvah. The annual Baton Rouge Jewish Film Festival will begin on Wednesday. Films will be shown at the Manship Theater through Sunday. On Sunday, join us here for Lifelong Learning with Ben Schieber at 2 p.m., Hebrew class with Joel Goodman at 3 p.m., and Israeli folk dancing at 7 p.m. On Wednesday at 1, will join us to play Scrabble. On Thursday, join Elise Cohen for a lively discussion on High Mitzvah. The group will meet at 12 noon and 6 p.m. for 2 different opportunities to join. On January 30th and 31st, join us for Shabbat to celebrate Sarah Hughes as she becomes Bat Mitzvah. And buy your tickets now for our UJCBR fundraiser by scanning the QR code on the screen above me. Ziggy from Kenny and Ziggy's is coming to Baton Rouge for a fabulous meal and listen to music from that 70s band. Shabbat Shalom.
Andy, you walked away too fast for me to say thank you and Shabbat Shalom. It's a man on a mission there. In a moment, we will sanctify Shabbat with Kiddush and with Motzi. But first, we're going to close out with a song whose message is needed more than ever in the world that we live in. I invite you to join with us on the screen.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. But then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day this all will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. 'Cause all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
Let us now sanctify Shabbat with Kiddush and with Motzi. So I'm going to invite David to head down to our ritual table. I'm going to, of course, invite his parents to join him and his sister to join him. I'm going to invite all 4 of his grandparents to join him. This might be everybody in the room, because I'm going to invite his aunts, his uncles, and his cousins to join him as well. So come close to the ritual table. David's going to pick up that Kiddush cup. You're going to face not me, but your friends and family. I'm going to invite the whole congregation to rise. David, are you holding that cup high? Wonderful. I'm sure there's more family members coming to join us. Let us join together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Elokeinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, meratza banu, v'shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techilah, למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, מכהנים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Allah Chaim, take a sip of that. I don't know if it's juice or wine. Was it juice or wine? It was grape juice, you think? Let us uncover that challah, beautiful challah made by family friend Luann Bombette. Someone, family, there's grandparents up here, there's cousins, there's aunts, there's uncles. Someone pick up that plate. Let us join together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Elokeinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Shabbat Shalom! Please come forward, enjoy some challah.